Folks, we're out here at Lake Oconee Sinclair, Georgia Power, Southern Company that owns this area out here, but they made a park out here, and what we're heading to now is called the Rock Hall Effigy. And earlier we made a video on Rock Eagle, and this is the effigy we were talking about, we were trying to get to this afternoon, and we were able to make it. Over here on our left, going into the park, Georgia Power, we have an archery field, and this is a campground out here. And me and my family, we come over here and shoot bows and arrows. And I hope to do a video one day over here doing archery. And all of that is free and open to the public, folks. If you like archery and you're here in Georgia, this is one of the parks you can come and shoot archery. So what we're doing is we heading on up here to the Rock Effigy, and out here is very historical area. We just caught a doe going in the woods right there. A lot of wild game out here. A lot of wild game out here. Fox, deer, bear. Who knows, we might find another wild edible out here that I hadn't done what I'm looking for. And they're about out of season. We had a frost here come back here this last winter, and they started to bloom a latter part of the spring, called the redbud. Well, we were over there at Rock Eagle. We found a tree, a redbud tree, but it was already out of season. What it did is it already went from its red bud into its seedling, its fruit. And it's a tree that hangs down, and after the bud turns into its fruit, they look like beans. Some more pretty deer out there. Can't catch them. 3 or 4 standing out there just in the woods watching us. But getting back to what I was saying about the red bud, it's been turned to, and it looks like beans hanging off that tree. So if we can spot a tree, we might do a wild edible on the red bud. Show you what it looks like as it goes back to season. Out here in this park, they have camping. Out here, you can RV camp. You can pioneer camp. They got trails out here that you can walk, nature trails. Sort of mini of Georgia, but this, I think this park here deals with the Georgia Extension, just like it does out there with Rock Eagle. But it also has something to do with Georgia Power, because Georgia Power helps maintain it, because this is one of quite a few dams out here that Georgia Power built back in the 70s. This is one of 2 dams right here real close. Which one is this, Mama? Sinclair Dam or Oconee Dam? Well, they actually got 2 dams here that make the two different lakes. One right above the other. And the guy I used to work with told me his daddy used to clear the land out here for when they made the lakes out here, and they dammed the water up back in the 70s. But there's some beautiful country out here, folks. Very beautiful country. But I don't know how far back up here. I thought it was closer than this. And there's a old house back up in here that's very historical too. That people that used to own the land here, where all this is at. And here we are. We're right here at the Rock Hall Effigy and Trails. Right up here they have a parking area. It's open.
No, this ain't the one. Yeah, it is. Or is it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've been up here.
It's been a while since all of us have one, about a couple of years. All these trails back up in here, you can walk, use a bicycle. A little nice park area up here where you can park at and rest. places where you can get water. They got it made real nice out here. Got plaques all the way up to the walkway, showing you about some of the historical stuff around here. We'll catch a few going up to the tower up there. Alright, family. Speaking of the redbud earlier, we did pick some redbud beans up there, and that's what the fruit looks like from the redbud tree. And these are edible. When they're flowering, the redbuds are edible, and the leaves are edible of that wild plant, the redbud. What exactly are you looking for, Mama? Here, we got some dedication to about the Civil War up here also. Has a lot of information. We got another nut.
A hickory nut.
A hickory nut. Let's show us what the hickory nut looks like. Hickory nut trees out here.
That's the young version of a hickory nut.
A younger version.
It ain't dried out.
And over here we got our first placard over here. Tells us something a little bit about the history around here. It says over there first. It says Civil War displays an effigy interpretive center. Straight ahead war on the home front. And over here, no, this is Georgia Power. And right here is Parks Mill House. I think the only thing that's left of it, where all this land out here was, is old foundation up here. And said it moved the house out of the lake before flooding the reservoir. Right here's the old mill. It was old cotton mill out here. And here they're building the Sinclair Dam in 1930. And show them building the dam. And okay, and this is the dam, the Wallace Dam I was telling you about that they constructed in the 70s. It was 1979 when they built it. Everything. And here they offer us a brochure for free that you can get. It says Walcott effigy and trails and a little map. It talks about Rock Eagle and Rock Hawk here. Here is the scenic of Hancock County, right there, and Putnam County, giving you the location between Sparta. A lot of important green areas, a lot of important areas, historical places, markers they got throughout the county. And what y'all find now?
I'm just picking these up.
What y'all find? Those are the tops of some type of
The acorns. And those are huge.
That's some,
Huge.
they show you that huge acorns grow here in Georgia. And folks, acorns are very good. Another wild edible that you can make coffee out of, and you do them right, you can make flour out of acorns. You see? Look at them big acorns. Very wild edible. Maybe you need to pick some. Come over here and pick some sometime and make some flour. What you'd reckon, Mom?
Yep. Got a lot of work to do on that one.
It's a placard on geography and geography of the area. Part of Oconee River in 1975. Here's some of the birds that we can find out here in the woods. So the American robin, the bald eagle, which has made a comeback here lately in Georgia because they were almost extinct, is the belted kingfisher, the broad-winged hawk, the brown-headed nuthatch, and the beautiful blue jay. Here we have a placard showing the prehistoric life in the Oconee Valley. Brief information about the Indians that used to live here. Some of the wildlife which we have, the bobcat here, the brown bat, the fox, wild boar, and beaver, and a flying squirrel. Some of the wild animals we have here. And here's a little bit of brief information about the Creek Indians that originally lived here in this area. The Creek Nation of Indians, as part of Georgia, was where the Creek Indians nation was. Got more birds over here in the northern cardinal, northern mockingbird, the osprey. You have the red-bellied woodpecker, the purple finch, and the pileated woodpecker right here. Many things. Let's see, kind of hard holding this camera and shifting. And here's just some of the poisonous snakes around here in this area of Georgia. This is what a copperhead looks like. And the eastern coral snake. You have the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. You have the timber rattler snake. The pygmy rattlesnake. What's called a cottonmouth. Also known around here as the water moccasin. Folks, these are one of the 6 most deadliest snakes you find in Georgia. But one thing they all have in common. They are edible and they're good eating. It's a dedication of the Spaniard explorer Hernando de Soto when he landed here in Georgia. And all the parts of de Soto's route through central Georgia. Got some more birds out here. It shows you about the Georgia settlement before the American Revolution. Gives about the history here. Shows you a French map of Georgia in 1764. Yeah, I'm on my way. It's time. Here's some more animals you can find out here. There's the 9-banded armadillo, the striped skunk, the raccoon, white-tailed deer, which is real popular hunting around here, the eastern cottontail rabbit, and the Aboriginal possum. This is the only Native American species up here that has a pocket, like the kangaroo has down in Australia, where the babies are kept in a pouch. Tells something about the Revolutionary War and the Trans-Oconee Republic. More birds up here that you find in this area of Georgia and in Georgia. There's so much education right here that the state of Georgia Extension offers, lets you know about. Here's the cracker culture and the slavery of Georgia. About the crackers lifestyle. Old religious camp meeting. A lot of days. What'd you find? An acorn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It says trees. You got the loblolly pine. You got the tupelo poplar. Also called the tulip tree. The sweet gum tree, which is also edible. You got the eastern cedar, which is also edible. And the southern white oak, which you can also eat the acorn. So most of them are edible trees. You got the sun chanterelle mushroom.
Rapid golden chanterelle.
And there you got another wild edible that my wife just presented to us today.
And the way you can tell this is not a chanterelle, most of them has a gill. This one does not have no gills.
So this is edible.
That's edible.
Ain't that neat?
But I can't eat it.
My wife can't eat it, so we can't eat it either. And that's about it. I love mushrooms. My wife is just as good, if not a better forager than I am on a lot of things. And here we have bird houses that they have here, and they have all over this park, the bird sanctuary. Yes, ma'am. And here's a little ferry they used to have right across the Oconee River here before the bridge was built. Ain't that neat? Old ferry to cross the river. Holder family used to own land. They still have parts of its foundation here on the park. And here's a picture of one of the birdhouses they have here on the park. all up and down through here, different types of birdhouses they have throughout the park. And here, some of the families' graves that's still around here in this area and in the park area. Y'all wait up on me. And that's, you can see the tower from here, way up there. My other son is way on up there. Hey, you hold up and come back down here. Talks about the Civil War. And this park is loaded with information. And it's educational. Here to people, young students here in Georgia, come out here and learn a lot of information. That's why I try to bring my kids out here to learn a little something through history. Here says part of the Civil War, shows where the Union forces were here in Putnam County on Sherman's march to the sea, which basically broke the back of the Confederate States and starved a lot of farmers here. Talks about in the life in the South during the Reconstruction years, 1870. Talks about sharecroppers. A lot of information. Another type of birdhouse they have here. Every different birdhouse is designed for a particular type of bird. It talks about the people, the famous writers from this area, and Flannery O'Connor, another famous writer. She has a house over in Milledgeville, and here's the famous picture of famous writer Alice Walker, who wrote the book The Color Purple, and Joel Chandler Harris, who recorded all the Uncle Remus stories of Br'er Rabbit and everything. Yep, yucca. There's another walk. A yucca plant over there. A yucca plant over there. And those plants are good to make jams and jellies. And very good in stir fry. They taste like wild cabbage. And I've did a video on them. And very tasty. They got it out here real beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to climb all the way up here. Mama, you want to take it up there and get a viewpoint? No, I'm not you. Where's Hampton? Hampton, you want to come down here and grab it and take a viewpoint? Because my legs are hurting. No, I'm going to get my oldest son to go up there. You don't have to go up there. I'm going to get my oldest son to take my camera up there, and what he's going to do, he's going to give you a vantage point of what the rock hall is. Well, that's concrete steps, and none of them metal. And how about go up there and give him a brief view of what it looks like.
Be quick. Hopefully you don't drop it.
Alright, come on back now.
Hi, Dad. Okay, nervous again.
Okay, folks, well, thanks, Hampton. That was my son, Hampton, that took the view up there. Bags have been killing me for a little while. And over here's the restroom area of the park, and gives you brief stuff about soil and archaeology right here. It gives you brief history on Lake Oconee archaeology. All this information over here in this area. It's a Civil War display. I mean, there is so much here, folks, of information stuff. We have granite outcrops of rock hawk, different information stuff. We've got some information on Civil War, plantation around here. We got stuff about the start of the Civil War. So if you're a Civil War buff, information about here in the Civil War. There's a lot of information here. And this general area out here at Rock Hawk. It gives you a lot of information here. It's like a living history museum out here. This is all put here in the restroom area. Talks about Sherman's march to the sea here. Talks about soldiers and their lifestyle here. How they fought the war. Folks, this is a place that you can visit and bring your family. Gives a dedication to all the people and partners that have built this tower out here. And the effigies. And there's the Third Bird effigy mound over here in Putnam County. I was talking about that one earlier. And it's called the Presley Mound. And there's some of the mound artifacts they found over there at that effigy. But there's supposed to be, my understanding, a fourth one, which is like a snake. Well, folks, this is old Bubba and stuff. I hope you enjoyed this little video. And I'm going to go on down the road. And if you enjoyed this video, how about hit the like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Jewish Redneck Prepper YouTube channel. And this is Bubba signing off, saying shalom and enjoy.